Hey everybody, Dr. Chris here. Thanks for joining me. Listen, I've been getting questions about what makes Refine different, okay? You've seen a lot of my talks about the education, we cover all sorts of stuff, but how is this different than what everyone else is doing, okay? And I'll be honest with you, like this health and wellness market is saturated, okay? That's no surprise. I mean, every other sponsored ad on your social media feed is some kind of online coach, right? Every corner down the street has some kind of gym, okay? There's health food stores all over the place. Right? The good thing about this, a lot of people care, right? A lot of people are invested in this. A lot of people care about health and wellness and getting people healthy and feeling good about themselves, all right? So that's fantastic. The negative thing about that is that it's incredibly hard to sort through, right? I mean, if you go to the store and you go to the granola bar aisle, the power bar aisle, 100 choices. What do? You look at the magazine rack, there's 1,000 different things. You do this exercise or that exercise or high carb, low carb. What do? It's incredibly complicated. And can you trust the source that it's coming from? It's so hard to know, okay? So that's a negative part about having all this stuff out there. So like I said, I was asked what makes Refine different? Why did I throw my hat in with a billion other people and companies who are in this health and wellness field? I think I have something a little bit different to offer, okay? So one thing is convenience, all right? People don't like driving to a clinic, sitting in an office for a while, driving back, scheduling the appointment. It's a lot of wasted time, right? And so Refine, from the beginning, I've had it set up to be convenient for you, right? You're sitting in your living room on your sofa and you say, oh, I got a question. I was gonna buy some coconut oil. I don't remember if that's good or not. Dr. Chris, what is it? And I get back to you pretty quickly, all right? So that's convenient. You know, we set up phone calls. We do, clients have text and video, text with video options as well. And so let's say we set up a exercise program and, I write it up for you and it says banded deadlift. And you're like, no idea what he's talking about. With other programs, you might have to go online, do some searching, get some this video, and is that the right thing, or I don't know. With Refine, you just say, hey, Weber, what's the deal with this exercise? And if it's a little more complicated, I just show you a video, right? I mean, shoot a video myself and send it to you. This is what we do. It's not some canned video from an archive somewhere, okay? And then the other nice thing is you say, I think I got it. And you shoot yourself doing it. You send it back to me. I say, oh, no, knee's got to be a little bit here. Do that, back a little straighter. So it's real personalized. It's real convenient, okay? I don't push a lot of supplements, but if there are some that I think are important, and so all of those are top quality. Now, okay, everyone says their supplements are top quality, okay? So fact check me on this one. But those get delivered right to your door, okay? You don't gotta go somewhere and pick them up. So anyway, convenience is super important, all right? Now, one thing you'll notice, the more convenient providers get, sometimes the more distance they have between the client and themselves. And so you can kind of hide behind the computer screen, okay? So I encourage you to fact check me on all this stuff, look up credentials, things like that. That's my next point, credentials, okay? I've taken a lot of tests, all right? Sat for a lot of tests, went to medical school, residency, blah, 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 blah. That part doesn't matter. The part that matters is that in order to keep up these certifications, which you can go to their website and see my name on there if you look at who's credentialed, you gotta have continuing education, okay? So that's a certain number of hours that you have to commit every year or every couple of years to keep up to date on this stuff. So I'm constantly going to conferences, listening to talks. This is with internal medicine, pediatrics, American Board of Obesity Medicine, National Strength and Conditioning Association. So there's not a lot of providers doing this remotely who have all those credentials and keep up to date on that. All right, so along those lines, another thing that's unique about Refine is the science, okay? Now again, market saturated. I am the billionth person saying this. Oh, it's evidence-based. There was a study, blah, 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 okay? You gotta know what that means, okay? One study with 5 people showing maybe something helped is not adequate, and a lot of supplements are pushed that way. Oh, clinically based and small studies. So what I'm talking about is stuff that big time, robust studies, look at a lot of people, and I'll tell you, hey, this shows benefit, or it shows this much benefit, or it doesn't show benefit, or hey, we don't know if it's helpful or not. There's not enough evidence, or it's conflicting, or whatever. So having the truth about that is incredibly helpful to help you as the consumer and the client decide what you want to do about it. Now, I put in my own guidance with it, but I also give you the facts. And of course, things change. We learn more. So I'm not saying that the big studies are the best, but you got to make a decision based on something. If you're basing it off of some pretty weak evidence, probably not going to do so well. Quick side note here. People may say, those health and wellness people do not know what they're talking about. They're all over the place. Eggs are good, eggs are bad, we don't know, whatever. I'm just gonna forget it and just do whatever, okay? I caution you about doing that. I think everyone needs to do something and be mindful about this, because the vast majority of people who kind of just go into coast mode, not paying attention, it's not good, all right? Default is unhealthy, and we know that. You look at the United States in general, weight's going up, chronic medical problems are going up, and that's from just doing the default whatever, okay? So you gotta pay attention to this stuff if you wanna be healthy, okay? So I'm looking down here, I got some props. So there's, we talk about, I don't push supplements very much, fiber, okay? We go over some foundational stuff that I get everyone on board with to get us started. Okay, weights. You don't have to have weights to be part of this program. We'll get you moving. Bands, okay, maybe you've seen some of my band exercise videos. Those are great. Nutrition, olive oil, is it good or bad? It's fat, whatever. Carbs, are carbs evil or not? Is oatmeal supposed to be good for you? Anyway, we get this foundation in for everyone, and then we personalize it, okay? And that's another thing that sets Refine apart, is you're not getting a video exercise thing that's meant for thousands and thousands of people and is cookie cutter, and you start on day one and you finish at the end of month 3. No, let's say you opt for an exercise program, design one up, personalized for you based on the equipment that you have and your exercise goals. And then 3 weeks into it, you tweak your knee. Oh, that one exercise kills my knee. Doc, I can't do that anymore. Send me a message. I say, okay, we'll adjust. We'll do something else. So we can change course anytime. It's all personalized to you. Same thing with the nutrition. Okay, I'm not just selling a ketogenic diet here with keto shakes, and that's my only trick, right? The whole arsenal is available to us. All right, so we know what works. We know what works for this kind of person and that kind of person with these goals or that goal, and then we narrow it down to focus on you, what you like, what you can tolerate, and what's going to be sustainable and also effective. All right, so we do a foundational nutrition, physical activity stuff, and then we personalize nutrition and physical activity plans. We also work on behavior, right? Because knowing it is one thing, getting it done and sticking with it is a whole different thing, and that's missing with a lot of health and wellness programs. Throw a program out there with nutrition, physical activity, how do you stick to it? How do you get it done, okay? And there are tricks and ways to do that, and that's one of the 3 main pillars that I go over is behavior, okay? So there's nutrition, physical activity, and behavior, okay? We also talk about rest and relaxation. People underestimate that as how beneficial it is for wellness, and that's another thing that's often overlooked with health and wellness. It's go, 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 go. Exercise, and don't take time to relax, okay? And so tailing off of that is that I don't focus just on weight, right? A lot of people just, hey, I want to lose weight. Okay, fine. That'll be a nice byproduct for a lot of people. We focus on wellness, okay? I know that, again, all this stuff is overused because it's important, right? So wellness, what does that mean? It's a hip and trendy word that gets you more hits on your Facebook page, right? But what wellness is trying to get you happy and content and healthy, all right? So you can function optimally within your life, okay? There's lots of different ways to do it, and losing weight is not the way to do it, okay? Weight loss specialist telling you losing weight is not the way to do it, right? If you want to be happy, losing weight is not going to make you happy long term, okay? You might get a little jolt of happiness here and there, but you got to have the whole situation taken care of, not just the number on the scale, okay? So that's why we talk about wellness in general, and all this stuff goes together. Sure, I mean, if you're eating right and feeling good and sleeping all right and exercising and doing things that you enjoy and managing your stress, odds are you're going to be leaner than you would be otherwise. So it kind of goes together, but this is not just a weight loss program. Absolutely, okay? Now don't get me wrong, people lose weight. All right, I talk about body composition more, keeping your good weight, your muscle and things like that, and getting rid of the unnecessary unhealthy weight, which is the adipose tissue, the fat tissue. That's in the context of everything else we're talking about here, okay? I mean, listen, guys, in summary, you know this stuff, right? It's just you're smart, you've tried a lot of different things, and maybe you're frustrated because it hasn't worked or it used to work and it doesn't now. And it's tough to sort through everything that's out there, right? Or maybe you're looking for a brand new approach, something you never tried before. Hey, I heard this is cool, but I heard it might give me a heart attack, so I don't want to do it. All right, so Refine can help you sort through all that stuff, get you on the right path, and then ideally you're off and cruising by yourself in no time, happy, content, and healthy. All right, so I hope that kind of summarized a little bit of what Refine can offer and how it sets us apart from some of the other health and wellness operations out there. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for listening to this. It's Dr. Chris. Talk to you soon.
Be sure to schedule your free 30-minute initial phone consultation by sending me an email or by visiting our website at refinedwellnessconsulting.com.